There is one very important thing that I have learned over the semester, and that is not only thinking, but also being bigger than myself. In high school, all that is stressed to do is what you need to do to get to college. I feel like this has caused me to do things just to get to college and have really overlooked the true meaning of what I was doing. Coming to college, it has allowed me to soak everything in and to really indulge myself in the concepts and activities I participate in. I am a very open-minded person, so coming to college made my mind swarm with new and exciting concepts. I was on information overload. Learning about implicit biases in the beginning of the semester in criminal justice really helped me discover my actions. It made me think of how these implicit biases were running my life and my decisions. Ever since I discovered my own implicit biases through the test, I paid close attention to the words and the actions of myself and the people around me. I noticed things more now than I had ever before, especially when it came to race. With the knowledge of race from my survey of the culture of African American class and from criminal justice, I was able to start making my own observations about my close friends' implicit biases. By being informed, it allowed me to make my own opinions about racial issues and discrimination. Being informed allowed me to also help inform and influence the people around me. I used my knowledge and ability I have gained to do something bigger than myself and to help others become informed of race and implicit biases so maybe they can learn to control theirs as well. Going and witnessing the Faces of America play, it made me so upset and enraged about the realities of the different minorities. Before being exposed to all this information about race and minority oppression, I had an idea, but I never really looked into it because I wasn't directly affected by it. But seeing this one actress play the roles of all kinds of minorities, one really stood out to me that I could relate to. At this moment, I realized that these things really did affect me personally. This play motivated me to become more aware of the things surrounding me and how things do actually affect me. In my criminal justice class, I have learned so many things about our justice system, but most importantly, I have discovered the flaws in our system. It is amazing to think that in the 21st century, we still have severe counts of discrimination and wrongful charges. I'm not saying that I had no idea of the flaws in our justice system or that discrimination was still lingering in our society. It is the fact that this semester has given me the opportunity to create a passion in things that I once thought didn't affect me. But in reality, these things do affect me and everyone in society. One of the biggest things that have helped me realize the importance of being aware of the flaws in our system was the book Picking Cotton. This book displays one of the most prominent flaws, and that is how our justice system doesn't always achieve justice. This is important for people to know because it is crucial to be informed that our system is not perfect and will never be completely perfect. Thanks to my African American Studies class, my insight on African American culture has broadened. If it weren't for this class, I would have never known of the major figures that had impact not only on Black culture, but American history as well. Learning about the various Black leaders such as Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., and Malcolm X, and how they affected our history was something that I would have never known about because it was not brought up in regular history classes. Through our lectures and discussions, I have learned how important it is to teach African American history in schools because of how much it helps understand how we got where we are today and the Black culture. I was involved in 2 major events this semester that really helped me determine my attitudes towards approaching new things. I was involved in a service learning project with Goodwill Industries, and I also participated in a Dancing with the Stars event for Jackathon. These 2 activities really helped the start of being something bigger than myself. With the service learning project, my passion for success didn't come from my benefit or from something to put on my resume. It came from the knowledge I gained through visiting Goodwill Industries of Central Indiana and all the new things I discovered about Goodwill I hadn't known before. The fact that I thought Goodwill was only a place to donate clothes really motivated me to make other people discover and support the amazing goals they are striving for. The Dancing with the Stars event was such an amazing experience. I was paired with a chemistry professor who had 0 dance experience, and we had only 3 weeks until showtime. In the beginning, I was thinking about myself, and I became really doubtful because I thought it was just so far out of reach. How could I get a 2-minute dance performable in 3 weeks? Yikes. I then discovered that this wasn't for me. This was for the kids at Riley Hospital. Once I looked past myself and looked at the bigger picture, I was able to really get stuff done. Partner and I alone raised $1,200 for Riley and took home the 6 Figs for the Kids Award. It was an amazing feeling to have raised that much money and to put on a great show for Riley and her family, who was a survivor from Riley Hospital. Looking back, I don't see myself as someone who didn't care or was selfish. I see someone who was unaware and uncertain. I do believe that my involvement in this TLC has given me the certainty that I'm in the right area of study because of how much I involved into the concepts this semester. College has given me the freedom to discover a lot about myself, and I know now that I can not only think bigger than myself, I can be and I will do things bigger than myself.